Hi, I'm Ron Cohen with Best Partners, and here's what's on my real estate radar now. COPA, that is short for the Community Opportunity to Purchase Act, a new piece of legislation voted on by New York City Council on December 18th, which passed with 30 votes. It is essentially providing the opportunity for designated not-for-profit or tenant organizations to acquire multifamily buildings in New York City, giving them a right of first offer or right of first refusal to acquire these buildings. I'm going to break it down for you right now. COPA has been creating a lot of anxiety in our industry amongst landlords as well as us investment sales brokers. So I decided to get out from behind my desk, go down to City Hall where the action is, and lobby against it with the good folks of Rebney, Sponey, as well as Gotham Housing yesterday. Take a look.
Stop the COPA bill! Stop the COPA bill!
Here are some of the key details of the amended bill. First, in terms of covered properties, they're focused more on quote-unquote distressed properties, which applies specifically to buildings containing 4 or more units that have serious uncured housing violations, or those with unpaid municipal debt exceeding $1,500 per unit. It also covers buildings where government-mandated affordability restrictions are set to expire within 2 years, or otherwise if the building is currently subject to a foreclosure action. Then the process. Before a landlord can sell a covered building on the open market, they must notify the Department of Housing Preservation and Development, HPD. Qualified nonprofits then have a specific window of 25 days to express interest and about 80 days to make a market value offer. Time. And then, in terms of a right of first refusal, if an owner rejects the nonprofit's offer and finds a private buyer, the nonprofit has a 15-day window to match the private offer if the terms are substantially the same. So who's exempt from COPA? To protect some smaller landlords, the City Council carved out a few specific groups. First, small buildings, owner-occupied buildings with 4 or fewer units. Second, sales amongst family members, family transfers. Third, hardship, anyone who has presented a case for undue financial hardship in the forced sale are actually exempt. So what happens next here? Well, first, Mayor Adams has 30 days to sign it into law or veto it. We think and hope that he'll veto it. We don't know. But the good news is that the City Council would need 34 votes to override his veto, and they currently had 30 to pass the bill thus far. Second, there's a 1-year runway here, actually, to give the HPD a grace period to certify the qualified entities, nonprofits that could be on the list to purchase buildings. And last, litigation is expected. A lot of industry groups have signaled that they will file litigation against this as it's deemed unconstitutional based on the takings clause. So why does it matter? In this bill, it's actually referred to in writing as a form of social housing, i.e. socialism. So it really infringes upon property owners' rights as it eliminates the ability for them to choose who they sell the property to. This feels unconstitutional and a legislative overreach. Second, in terms of the process, if it takes 100 days or so to fully comply with all the requirements, that's going to elongate the process and make things slow, difficult, and unwieldy. And last, nonprofits are not exactly known for their acumen in managing and developing properties, as well as HPD executing this whole process with ease. Not so good. But stay tuned, because I am cautiously optimistic that this is not going to fully go through. Let's see. I'm Ron Cohen, and that's what's on my real estate radar.